California. We have Kay, who's with us from Isaac, Florida. I'm sorry, Kay Isaac from Florida. I'm sorry. We've got Denise from Sacramento and Nina G, who's joining us out of Delaware. Now, iPhone, who's joining us from West Virginia, I want you to do us a favor. Go in the participant box next to your phone and put in your name so we'll know who you are when we're communicating with you. We want to welcome Mitzi from Detroit. Angela's joining us from Warren, Michigan. We are glad to have each and every one of you on the line. We've got about 2 minutes before we're going to get started. So we want you to be sure that you're prepared to take notes because tonight's topic is definitely going to be a game changer in your business. Philip, welcome to the line. We're glad that you're joining us. We also have Annie, who's joining us out of Chicago. We have our power couple, Gary and Daphne Bradfield, joining us from Detroit. So we are glad to have each and every one of you on the line. Yvonne is joining us live from Miami. Welcome to the line. Rich, we welcome you out of East Texas. Quintessa is joining us from Colorado. Welcome to the line as well, family. We are very pleased that each of you took time out of your busy schedules before the year end to get this valuable information tonight. My name is Deidre Driscoll, and I am very excited to be bringing to the line tonight's presenter. She needs no introduction and yet deserves every amazing introduction. Tonight we have Master Training Specialist Tony Queenra Ward joining us. She has come into the entrepreneur life and really just taken it by storm. She takes the time to not only take advantage of all of her perks and benefits personally, but to bring along as many of us as she possibly can. And she's put together a great training tonight that is going to definitely help you prepare to take advantage of the perks that are available to you as a business owner. So, regardless of what type of business you may have, you will be able to take away some great information from tonight's training and make sure you leave nothing on the table that is available to you. So, she has become a multiple six-figure earner in multiple businesses. She is a team builder. She is a master travel agent. She is quickly becoming a master trader as well. And we are excited to have her with us tonight to impart some great wisdom and knowledge to us on what's available for us when it comes to taxes, SBA, PPP, and several other acronyms that you will hear about on tonight's call. Tony, are you available to take the call?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
We can. The call is all yours.
Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just. Okay, you guys, I am excited. I'm super excited because I get to spend Wednesday a couple minutes with you guys to give you some great information. I love having information that I'm able to share that can definitely change and enhance somebody's life, and especially their pocketbook, right? Because my saying is first to the bank, then to the beach. So I want to make sure everybody here has enough money to get on that beach in a way where you can enjoy it, right? We don't want to drown at the beach. We want to have fun at the beach. So you guys do me a favor. I want to make sure we're all on the same page, okay? Hello to everybody. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Do me a favor, hop in the chat box. If you're having some good energy, you love what you're doing, you're here because you want to make sure you're getting 100% of the benefits. You guys put a B in the chat box because I want this to benefit you in a big way, right? So I want everybody to put a B in the chat box. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're paying attention. Let me know that your chat box works, okay? I want to make sure you guys know exactly where to go. There are over 130 of us on this call today. I'm hoping that every single one of you stays on the line and you actually text somebody and say, hey, I'm learning about some money. I don't know all the information. You might want to hop on here so that you can get it from somebody who already got it, right? David McCovey says, take advice from those who are qualified to give it. And I feel like I am qualified to give this information to you guys tonight because I have been able to benefit from the SBA, from the PPP, from tax returns. And I want to make sure you guys get everything that I have, okay? A blessing is not a blessing until you share it. That's what they say, but not everybody does that. Everybody here, do me a chat box. Do me a favor. Hop in the chat box. Have you ever asked somebody, hey, how you doing today? And they'll say, oh, blessed and highly favored, or I'm blessed, or I'm this. And that person, although they tell you they're blessed, do they tell you how they've been blessed? Do they share with you what has blessed them? Do they also give you, okay, listen, I'm blessed. I'm doing this good thing. Let me share with you this blessing so that you can be blessed too. That's a different situation. When you are blessed yourself, but then it's something totally different when you share that blessing because you want every single person around you to be blessed, okay? I am going to share with you guys some personal information today. And I'm saying that because I want you to take this information and I want you to hold it in high regard because I won't say I don't have to share this with you, but well, I don't, but I want to. I really want to, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to make is the information you're going to get is going to be personal information from me, okay? So please be mindful. Don't post it on the internet. If you do take a screenshot and you share stuff with people, you guys be mindful. My address is going to be on some of this stuff. And unless you're sending me a gift, because, you know, Tony loves gifts, unless you're sending me a gift, let's use it sparingly, please. I appreciate it. You can write it out or whatever. But I'm going to share a piece of me with you guys because 2020 has blessed my life in a financial way. I'm going into 2021 way better than I went into 2020. Okay. Although, you know, as travel agents, you guys, and there are people here in travel, there are people here in trade, there are people here with CBD. The information I'm going to share with you today can go across all lines. It doesn't matter what type of business you have, this information is going to help you. Okay. For me, I got a lot of different things that I'm doing right now, and this will be able to help you. So I might refer to travel. I might refer to epic trading. I might refer to CBD. It doesn't matter. This is universal. Okay. So it can help you with anything that you're doing. So like I said, about the blessing part, if you want to be a blessing to somebody, please don't hold that information. Like don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody. Do me a favor, you guys. Hold up your right hand. Can everybody hold up your right hand for me? You don't have to do it on the screen. Your camera can stay off. Hold up your right hand. Now, take that right hand and close it. Take the right hand and just close it, right? If you keep everything closed inside, and if you keep everything really like it's so tight, it's so closed, guess what happens? You also cannot receive anything in that hand. If you're not willing to keep your hand open so that you can receive, then you can't give either. So it kind of goes both ways. If you want to receive, you must give. You should be happier giving than you are receiving. When I got this, when I was blessed with all of the benefits that I'm going to tell you guys about, I was so happy because in that moment, I understood, oh my goodness, all the stuff I've been telling people actually works. The proof is in the pudding. I can actually help somebody because I know for sure it works. Okay. Is there anybody here who could use an extra $10,000? If you can use an extra $10,000, hop in the chat box and say, Lord, me. 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 If you can use an extra $10,000, let me know. What do you need? Like in order for you to actually put out there in the universe what you like, to what you want, what you need, you have to say it. I need this. I want this. This is what I'm going for. You have to understand your goals, no matter if your goals are financial, if your goals are emotional, if you're working on your self-development, your self-help, all that stuff. If you guys can hear my voice, you can understand I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. I've been sick for a long time. And because I've been pushing myself so much, it's taken over my body. So I have to be mindful of how I treat myself. So just to let you guys know, this will probably be my last webinar for a while, a few months. Okay, I want you guys to know that. So I want you guys to understand too that when I'm, have something I need to give you or something comes to me and I'm like, I want them to hear this information or get this information, you'll be getting it from Patrice, you'll be getting it from Deidre, you'll be getting it from Nina, you'll be getting it from one of the leaders that I've actually given to. So you won't hear from me for a while. So this is going to be my last webinar for a while. So I hope you guys stay on. Don't hang up because you're not going to hear from me for a while. But I want to talk to you guys about the blessing that I received, and I want to show you guys how to get it too. I want to show you how to get it too. I want you guys to make sure that you receive it, okay? So let me go into this right now. Now, this is one thing I want to make sure you guys understand too. I put these slides together for you probably 20 minutes before we hopped on here. God walked me through it, of course. So I want to make sure you guys have bullet points. So what I need you guys to do for sure, I need you to have paper. I need you to have pen. I need you to write this information down. I'm still on the fence whether or not I'm going to share this information on YouTube, because there is going to be a lot of personal information on there. And although I trust you guys and I love you guys, crazy people are on YouTube all the time. So I'm not sure. But write this down first, you guys. Write down TonyWard.info. TonyWard.info. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, because if I do put it on there, I'll probably put it as private. Maybe I'll send it out to everybody so that you can get it in your emails, okay? And that's important. If I send it to your emails, it's important to read it, because a lot of stuff goes into that one little email. So make sure. I did send an email out today, okay, with some information. If you didn't receive the email today and you want to get on that email list, then you want to just go ahead and go to newagent.info. Doesn't matter what company you're in, put a note, it doesn't matter. Just put newagent.info, so that now everybody that's in the newagent.info, I'll put you on the mailing list, okay? So let's talk about it. Whew, I got my glass of water right here. Let's talk about it. Now, when you see the red, white, and blue, you think of IRS, right? You think of taxes, you think of all that stuff. And you guys, this, we're not talking about just that though. This represents America, okay? So what do we have to offer from the United States? You got to understand this is the hat. And depending on how you look at this picture will determine what this means to you. Is this money going in to the country, or is the money coming out to you, right? Is it going into the hat? Is it stuff you're paying, stuff you're coming out your pocket, or is it coming out to you, right? So is it in or out? Where do you want your money to go? Do you want your money to go out of your house or in your house? Out of your pocket or in your pocket? Do you want to have a negative, or do you want to have a positive in your business? What do you want? Do you want your money in and out? It's up to you to make up your mind immediately. When you're starting your business, what do I want out of this? How am I going to do this? Okay, it's the end of the year, you guys. Taxes, right? Everybody thinks of taxes. Everybody thinks, okay, taxes, my refunds. Am I going to have to pay? Am I going to get some money back? Am I getting a refund? Or am I going to owe? What's going to happen? Is it in or out for you? It's really important, you guys, for you to run your business like a business. So the money is always going into your pocket, right? The determination, your time, your expertise, your help, all that kind of stuff is going to come out. But in return, you want to bring in revenue, right? You want to bring in revenue so that's what your business is supposed to do. And if you take care of your business is going to take care of you. Now, listen, I want you guys to be vulnerable with me. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to just put it on the line for you. But I need you guys to do the same for me in return. It needs to be reciprocated, okay? Let me ask you guys a question. It doesn't matter what business you're in. I don't care what it is. Have you gotten to a point where 1 month you might have said, you know what? I'm a little short this month. I don't want to pay this month. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna let my membership lapse. Maybe maybe next month. Maybe I need to quit for a little while. Is there anybody here? Be honest. Where you have to say, okay, thank you for being honest. Stuff happens, life happens. But what I want you guys to really understand is when you put your business up there and you make it a priority, no matter what's happening. Okay, I might have to eat top ramen for a week. That's cool, because guess what? I'm taking care of my business. When I take care of my business is going to take care of me. And sometimes when there's a situation where you have to choose between one or the other, you got to make the right decisions, because you don't want to get to the point where you're doing your taxes or you're getting your information together and for whatever reason, it's not adding up, right? So I want you guys to understand that when you take care of your business will definitely take care of you. I want you guys to take it seriously because the money that I'm going to talk to you about today is some serious numbers, right? Some serious money. And I want you guys to understand and see everything for what it is. So we're going to talk about tax returns. We're going to talk about PPP, SBA, and our grants. Well, what's PPP, Tony? What's SBA? I know about tax returns. PPP is Payroll Protection Program. Payroll Protection Program, I don't have any employees. You work for you, right? Is there anybody here besides me? If you work for you and you are number one in your company, put a number one in the chat box. Let me know. You work for you. So you're number one, right? Cool. Lots of number ones. SBA, Small Business Association. How many of you here own a small business? If you own a small business, put SBA in the chat box. Even if your business isn't up and running, you still own it, right? Let me give you guys a scenario. You have a grocery store, a convenience store in your neighborhood, right? And for whatever reason, you haven't been able to afford to keep your lights on this month. So your lights aren't on. But don't you still own the store? You still own that business. Even though your lights aren't on, you still own that business. Even though your website isn't on, you still own that business. I need you guys to understand, you still own a business. I have a travel agency. It's closed right now. I wasn't able to pay my light bill this month, so I can't work because I'm not going to be able to see. Oh, I have a, I'm a trader. I'm in the school for trading. I'm in the university, but I couldn't pay my tuition this month, so I can't go to class. Right? You guys get it? If you get it, put I get it in the chat box. I need you guys to understand because a lot of times we get stuff in our head the wrong way. We start to think about things like we're employees when we're really the employer. We are the boss and we are employing ourselves. So the best part about employing yourself is guess who's not going to get fired? You're not. Okay. But the cool part about that is the way America was built, it was built for business owners, right? It's supposed to be the land of I won't say the land of the free because well it's supposed to be, but now we are going to be the ones that are free, right? The land of the free. So if you have a 9 to 5, you're really not free because you're kind of like working through that 9 to 5. You don't have freedom of time, freedom of income, all that kind of stuff. So it's the land of it's the land of the free, and the land of the free are the land of the business owners, and that means that all of the benefits are put forth to those people who are working to be free. Is there anybody here besides me that's working to be free? If you're working to be free, you want to, work your own hours. You want to have freedom of time. You want to have freedom of money and make as much as you want. Put free in the chat box. Put free. You want to be free, and that America is the land of the free, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to be an active participant in the freedom that this country was built on. No matter where we came from, what our ancestors are, what we're doing, this country is set up to make sure that those who are participating in that dream will be able to benefit, okay? So let's talk about that. Now, first of all, and I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to go live to the internet because I want you guys to see stuff firsthand, but I'm also going to give you guys some information. Tax returns. A lot of us have to wait or think we have to wait until we get that 1099, right? If you think you have to get that 1099, or maybe you didn't make $600. If you don't make $600, legally, the company doesn't have to give you the 1099. I didn't make $600, but I still pay my monthly fee every month. I didn't make $600, but I still bought a computer. I didn't make $600, but I still use my home office and I need to write that off. I didn't make $600, but I still want to write off blah, 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 and blah. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff. So in that case, guess what? You're not going to get a 1099, but you still get the information. Where do you get the information? You're going to get the information from Tony. So you guys take a screenshot of this. Of course, E3 Wellness and Epic Trading are two other ones. I am going to send an email. On that email, it will have tax information for all 4 companies, okay? But I want you guys to screenshot, write this down and take a couple minutes. It will be in the email. Tell me, how do you get the email? How are you going to register to get my emails? How are you going to do it? newagent.info, right? A lot of people are already in there, but you guys make sure you will get an email probably tomorrow. If you don't get the email tomorrow, guess what? The email is going to be in your spam. Just go to your email and search Tony Ward. If you go search Tony Ward in your email, it'll pop up. Then you'll get it. It'll come out of your spam. Get this information because this is what you need when you're doing your taxes. You don't have to wait for your 1099. Well, I don't know how much I made. I don't know how much I paid. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to show you guys exactly what to look at, okay? So let's go. Let me go to, you guys can hear me okay, right? My voice is all right. You guys can hear me. Let me take you guys to, thank you for being understanding too. Let me take you guys over. I don't want you to see this yet. You know what? Let's go to Epic for the Epic people that are on here too. Let me take you guys over to where you can get your information. Now, this is important for people who are not in Epic and you're only in Evolution Travel. It's okay. Guess what? We have the same founder and the back office looks very similar. For those of you who are in both, put in the chat box, put both. Put the word both on there so I can know who we have on the line. Perfect. So everything's the same, you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek for those who aren't in Epic yet. I'll just let you see. But log into your back office. Write this down. Somebody can put in the chat if they want to. Step one is to log into your back office. When you get into your back office, if you look over here on the menu, as you can see, for those of you who aren't in both, the menu looks a little bit the same, right? So when you come over here and you go to order history, this is important because you want to print out your order history for your CPA, your tax person, or whatever. These numbers right here, all the money that I paid from August until now is a tax deduction. I can write off all of this. Do I have to print this out? No. But definitely, a lot of people worry about being audited. I know I would worry about being audited, sometimes. So if I ever get audited, I can easily pop over here and print out this. This is important too, because if you're not paying your bill, I have this one lady who pays her bill in December, and then don't pay her bill again until December again, because she's like, oh, I need to do my tax deductions. I'm like, okay. Well, if you get audited, you're going to get in trouble. You need to pay your bill every single month because this is how much money you can actually deduct. These are your expenses from this. Now, are there any people here that have more than one store? You got more than one account, more than one, you got more than one travel agency, more than one Epic Trading Education. Guess what? You go into your order history for any of those, for all of them. All of those are tax deductions. Remember that. It's not just $169.95. If you have 5 accounts, it's 5 $69.95 that you get to write off. That's important. These are your expenses. So remember, those deductions add up. They add up really quickly. Now you want to know, okay, well, I don't know how much money I made. I need to wait for the 1099 to see how much money I made. Well, no, you don't. This is your business, right? Evolution Travel, Epic Trading, E3 Wellness. They break it down to us in a way, for us in a way, so that you can actually go here right now, because we got paid today. So you can actually go here right now and get your information. Let me go to my balance history and figure this out. I probably should have looked before I came in here so I can see. Okay, so it's going to tell you right here how much money you've made. These numbers right over here will tell you. I don't see, this one doesn't have a up here at the top, but you can easily add up these numbers, and find out how much you've made over this time. So, okay, this is about, I don't know, $20,000. Okay, cool. I have the numbers. I can even print this out. I can print this out, give it to my CPA, let them add it up. Here's my stuff. Let me print it out, and then you'll have it. This is all I need. I can actually do my taxes for Epic Trading today. I can actually do my taxes for Evolution Travel today. All the information is right here in your back office. A lot of people say, well, it's already February 2nd and I haven't gotten my 1099. Well, shame on you, because you don't even know what you have at your fingertips. You don't need your 1099. You have everything right here. Well, I need the taxpayer information and all that stuff. You don't need that either, because Tony Ward emailed it to you. So everything you need, actually, you can actually do your taxes on the 1st if you want to. You can do them, okay? So super cool, because you can even use, if you have a regular job, you can even use your last paycheck for that too. So if you just want to get your taxes done ahead of everybody, get that stuff in, you can actually do it on the first. Okay. I'll even, no, I don't know if the IRS might get mad at me. I got a secret. I have a secret fax number you can send it to too. You guys want the secret fax number so you don't have to wait in line? If you want the secret fax number, I'll give it to you. Anybody, everybody, all the bodies want a secret fax number? Okay, I'll send you the secret fax number. But you have the information. So does everybody get it? You log in, you go to where's that? Order history. That shows you how much you've paid on that particular account. You go to your commission balance. That shows you how much you've received on that particular account. So if you have 5 or 6 accounts, you can go to those accounts and see how much you've received for those too, right? So it works out good. So this is how you get your information. It's the same for Evolution, the same for E3 Wellness, the same for Epic. It works out good. So kudos to David McCovey for making it easy for us, right? He made it super easy. So that's what you need for that, for your tax deductions. Here's the cool part. Now, when you are doing your taxes, and I saw a couple people say that they're tax preparers online. When you are doing your taxes, you guys, your Schedule C is important. Okay, I don't care how much money you make, how much money you didn't make. This is important. And for the other stuff that we're going to talk about today, for the PPP and for the SBA and for the grants, they all want a copy of your Schedule C. Let me give you guys a quick quiz. What do they want a copy of? Hop in the chat box. What do they want a copy of? Anybody, everybody, all the bodies, what do they want to copy? Exactly. They want a copy of your Schedule C. That's important. Why do they want a copy of your Schedule C, you guys? This is proof that you're a business. This is proof. Whether your business has made money or lost money, this is proof that your business exists, okay? Anything you tell the IRS, that's real proof. Because when I had to call the IRS because they were like, oh, we didn't get your other taxes. I'm like, oh, I sent my taxes. I said, I don't want no problems with y'all. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. The man was laughing. I said, I don't want no problems. So that's how I got the secret fax number. Because he said, well, why don't you wait a couple weeks and then we'll see if we got it. I said, absolutely not. I'm going to need to get this to you today. Is there any way I can get this to you today so that somebody can look at it, receive it, and check me off and let them know, yes, you were here? And he said, yeah, let me give you the special. It took him a while, but he said, let me give you this fax number. I said, oh, perfect. So since he gave that fax number to me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give that information to you guys too, okay? Really cool to have that number, have that fax number. Okay, so Schedule C, let's read this together. Schedule C is used to determine the taxable profit in your business during the tax year. Taxable profit, okay? So listen, taxable profit means any profit, okay? Taxable profit means any profit. Then you report this profit to your personal 1040 form and calculate the taxes due from there. Although the Schedule C form is one of the easier tax forms to understand and complete, you might find completing it for the first time a little daunting. What do you do if it's daunting? You guys, I am not a tax professional. Let me put that out there right now. Let me say it again so you guys can understand me clearly. I am not a tax professional. However, I am a professional that needs to do my taxes. And because of that, I found me a fabulous tax professional that does my taxes, the team's taxes, everybody's taxes, and she works, super cool. And I love Carla to death. But listen, let me tell you guys something very important about this Schedule C. Let me look at my notes because I don't want to forget anything I need to tell you guys. Something important about this Schedule C. Look at line 31. I want you guys to look at line 31. You see line 31? That's going to be your net profit and loss, right? That's how much your business has made or lost. Does everybody see line 31? If you see line 31, put 31 in the chat box. Does everybody see line 31? Line 31 can prevent you from getting the PPP. Line 31 can prevent you from getting the SBA. Line 31 can prevent you from buying a house, big purchases where you need to do a loan. You guys, I need you guys to understand this. In order for you to qualify for PPP or SBA, line 31 must be a positive number. Let me say that one more time so you guys understand. In order to get money from the PPP or the SBA, line 31 must be a positive number. I just saw Tony left the room. I thought that Tony was me. Like, I saw the name. I was like, what other device am I signed up on? But that wasn't me. It's another Tony. Tony's our fabulous. Okay. So line 31 is important. Okay. Let me tell you guys a true story. I've been in escrow for my house for 100 years. And the reason why I'm in escrow for my house for this long is because of line 31. Okay. Although I made over $100,000, right? Line 31 only shows 22,000. So since line 31 only shows 22,000, guess what? They consider me that my income was only $22,000. So I've had so many problems trying to make sure, I close this escrow, get my house, have everything I need. It's because of line 31. Okay. So you guys, you need to know, okay, what you have goals. And it's important for you guys to really be able to have a forecast of what those goals look like for 2021. If you plan on buying a house in 2021, make sure line 31 does not have a negative or is not so low. Okay. I'll give you guys some other hints about that later. I was a realtor for 13 years, loans and everything, and I am actually getting my real estate license back right now. That's a whole nother webinar. But make sure your line 31 is positive and it needs to be positive if you want the SBA and the PPP. Okay. Let me put that out there. That's important. I needed you guys to know about this Schedule C because this Schedule C has ruined my life for the last 4 months. And I needed you to know. Okay, so let me make sure we got the notes. Okay, check box back payments, send information, da 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 da. Okay, perfect. So this is cool. You guys got it, right? You got it? You got it? So we can move on to the next thing about line 31. Perfect. So you want to make sure that you guys have somebody doing your taxes that understands, no, we're not ready for that yet, that understands small business taxes. That's important because so many people, they'll say, oh, well, I got somebody to do my taxes, but that person might just know how to do the basic, the 1040 EZ that you could have done yourself. If your tax preparer tells you, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know about that or whatever, any kind of hesitation, you need to find another tax preparer, period. You want them to work for you. They don't work for the IRS. You're paying them. You want to make sure they work for you. Uh-oh, what I do wrong? What I type? Home business. Oh, I forgot the S. Okay. I forgot the S. And I put a 3 instead of 3 W's. All right. Come on, eyeballs. Here we go. Write this down, you guys. Write this down. Homebusinesstaxsavings.com. Important. Homebusinesstaxsavings.com. This website is gold. Okay. Now I bought this book. It's called It's How Much You Keep That Counts, Not How Much You Make, right? I bought that book and I was like, oh my God, I thought I made that saying that myself, but I didn't. I guess there's somebody else that thinks the same thing you do. But this website gives you so much information about tax deductions and what you need. This right here, Windfall Tax Savings Approved. You guys, if you have not given your tax preparer a Christmas gift, this right here will be I told my lady, I got Carla, I said, Carla, I got you everything you need to make sure you can give me and my people all the deductions we need, right? She was like, what? I said, yes, girl, because the taxes done changed and I need to make sure you're educated because your education equals my a bank account being higher. Okay. So yes, this is important. You guys, there's so much information, so much stuff that's available here. It's just a lot of, I'm not going to read all this stuff to you. I'm going to give you the information so that you can go back and read it yourself. Okay. I want you guys to have the knowledge, right? Give them, a meal, they'll eat for the night, teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime, right? So I'm going to teach you guys how to fish and get this information. Remember, Google is your best friend. I want you guys to understand that. Anything you need, anything you want, just type it in there. I put in because Forex is new to me. I typed in kids who trade Forex and all these stories popped up about Forex and 12-year-olds buying their families' houses and all that kind of stuff. I put in all kind of stuff, but for travel, like what countries are open now for travel? Everything popped up. Like, use the same way you hop on the phone to ask somebody else, ask Google. Google will tell you, okay? Google's going to tell you everything. So you guys, this book is good. This information is good. I'm not going to go through all of the tax deductions because there are over 400 different tax deductions that we qualify for as business owners. I will tell you this, though. I have so many testimonies from people who started their business. And remember, too, if you get started today, let's say you're not active. Let's say you get active today. A lot of those tax benefits are retroactive for 6 months. So if you have somebody that's on the fence, today is what, the 30th? Today's the 30th. They get started today, they get started tomorrow. They still get to write off stuff way back to July. Like, are you serious? That $69, that $49, that $99 can get you an extra $6,000? What is there to think about? If I told you, okay, you guys, let's go to the store, buy this lottery ticket. The lottery ticket costs $100, but I can guarantee you 6,000. Who's going to hesitate? Oh, let me go ask my husband first. Girl, bye. You already know what it's going to be. So make sure your people understand. And a lot of times people don't say no because they don't want it. They say no because they don't understand it, right? It's like, I don't want that. Well, you don't even know what it is. Just taste it. How many times have your parents you say, I don't want to taste them? No, I don't want it. It don't look right. Just taste it. You might like it. Why don't they just taste it? Just taste the business for a while. Just taste it. Okay? You might like it. So super cool, because we're here to give them the taste, right? All right, so we got that off the check. So let's check that off. Does everybody get tax deductions? You got it, right? You understand that you qualify for so much stuff. There's so many, like when you look at this book, when you go through this book, you're like, oh my God, I can write that off. Wow, I can write that off. I didn't even know I could write that off. Are you serious? I can write that off. My mom's car just broke down. My mom's been a travel agent for years, right? So I told her, I said, hold on, mommy, let me send you this email real quick. I got forwarded her an email about, which cars you can buy. You can write them off 100% on your taxes. So she was like, what is this? I said, these are all the cars you can buy, and then you can write them all off, but make sure you buy them before the 1st. So she told me today, she said, and this is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. Listen to this. I want you guys to hear this. She called me right before this call. And she said, hey, I was going to buy this car today, but I didn't buy it. I'm going to go tomorrow and look some more. But I had some extra cash, so I paid off your car. What? Yeah, I paid it off today. So, you don't have no bills for 2021. Huh? Let me tell you. Now, her tax returns, because of her travel business, is what gave her the extra money to be able to do something nice for somebody else, right? Remember, we talked about that. I'm blessed, highly favored. Now, that's how you prove you're blessed, because your blessing goes to help somebody else. That cup is overflowing like crazy, right? I would love to call Tutu and say, hey, Tutu, I bought you another car. I know you totaled the last one a month ago, but I bought you another one. Not going to happen. See, he's going through all kind of defensive driving classes before I give him anything. But that's fabulous to be able to do that. That's how you prove you're blessed, when you're able to help somebody else, okay? So let's talk. Let's go back to, let me see here. What is next on our list? Next on our list is PPP, right? PPP stands for Payroll Protection Program. You are, guess what, in your business, you are the number one employee, right? You are the MVP of your business, right? You are employee of the month every single month, okay, in your business. So why wouldn't you want to make sure that your MVP, your employee of the month, every single month, your number one employee gets taken care of? Well, you can. Here's the cool part. Remember, I told you guys about this section, this number 31. This number 31 will determine, this line 31 will determine how much you get to pay your number one employee. It will determine how much you get to give that MVP, right? Your employee of the month every single month. That's what's going to determine that. Now, for that, you guys, that line 31 needs to be at least $5,000. Okay, how much does the line 31 need to be? How much does it need to be? I'm gonna tell you how I know, because I not only did I go in there and play with it. See, this is what I'm like one of those kids. I'm a numbers person. So when they tell you put in this information, put in this information, put in this information, I put in the information. Then I start thinking, well, what if the information was this instead of that? Oh my God. Well, what if the information was this instead of that? Oh, it went low. So then I kept playing with it. I kept playing with it. Well, what if it was 4,000? Oh, it's zero. Well, what if it's 4,500? Oh, it's zero. What if it's 4,900? Oh, it's zero. Well, what if it's 5,000? Oh, then it clicked for me. Okay, it's got to be at least $5,000. Perfect. So I'm going to play with stuff and make sure that I have a clear understanding so that I can bless somebody else with the information. So let me show you guys what's going on with that, because I want you guys to know, right? And that's not something anybody's going to tell you. That comes from the experience. Had I not had that experience about it, I wouldn't be able to share that with you. Okay. So let's talk about that. Now, where is this information coming from? It's coming from Alignable. Alignable is a social media platform. That's important. Write that down. Just join every platform you can join. Okay. Get the information. Don't follow people. You don't have to. Follow some businesses. Follow somebody that's not twerking or showing you their butts every 5 minutes or doing all kind of unnecessary challenges. Follow something that's actually going to give you some information. Okay. So that's what this is, you guys. When I send you your email, this link up here will be in your email. So you don't have to write all this stuff down. And I'm about to write it down so I don't forget. Put link in email. Oh Lord, my headache is coming back. Okay, let me get through this before my head starts pounding again. Okay, so here we go. This information tells you about the PPP. Now it's super cool. Like people like me who have already received the PPP. Oh, Tony, you got the PPP. Well, I don't want to be rude and ask you how much did you get, but how much did you get? It's not rude. If I'm giving you information, I should be able to back it up with some type of facts, right? Never listen to somebody that can't back up what they're saying. Okay, don't do it. When I did the PPP, because like I told you, it was over 100,000, but my line 31 said 22,000. I qualified for $4,600. Okay. Had it was, if it would have been higher, right? If I didn't have any deductions and all that stuff, I would have qualified for 19,000. PPP is cool because guess what? You don't have to pay it back. Let me say that again. You don't have to pay it back. So for me, 4,600 compared to, I don't have to pay it back. Why don't you have to pay it back? Because if you follow the guidelines right here, you don't have to pay it back. Now, here's the thing. If you already got the PPP, is there anybody here that received the PPP? Anybody received the PPP? Anybody? Okay, I'm hoping that, okay, cool. Annie got it. Okay, cool. Okay, so with the PPP, remember when you do your taxes, you guys, line 31 needs to be positive, okay? We'll talk about that later because you can always amend your taxes later, right? So anyway, we'll talk about that later. We're not going to have ways to get over 101. I'm just trying to give you some information. But it tells you have no more than 300 employees. Well, I don't have 300 employees. I only got my one employee, my employee of the month, my employee of the year, my MVP. Perfect. You're perfect. Okay, so demonstrate loss of 25% of gross receipts. Can you guys all agree that you lost with travel in this pandemic? Yeah, I did, right? I definitely lost. Even for those people who might have been trading before, the economy has changed. It could have caused a decrease, right? What about CBD? Well, yeah, I have less customers now because less people have money to purchase. Okay. 3 businesses. Oh, okay. You what? I can go qualify multiple. Oh, okay, cool. You guys know what you can have. I'll put this link in there so that you can look at everything. Here we go right here. Are more businesses eligible, right? Last time they said no to a lot of people. Some of the businesses that they said no to are now going to be a yes, okay? How do you find out? Apply. Let them tell you no. Don't do no sneaky stuff. Don't play with the IRS. For me, let me tell you guys what happened. When I applied at nighttime, probably like 8 o'clock at night. My friend called me and she was like, hey girl, did you da-da-da-da? I was like, no. She said, I'm gonna send you the link. I said, cool. I said, I've been kind of hesitating a little bit because I'm doing some stuff. She said, do it now. Stop procrastinating. Sometimes you need a kick in the butt, right? Sometimes you can't be the one kicking. Sometimes you need to be the one that's getting kicked. So she kicked me in my butt and I got up. I did it immediately. Guess what? I woke up that morning with $4,600 in my account. It happened so fast, it scared me. Okay, I was about to say scared of something out of me, but it happened so fast, it scared me. I looked and I was like, Tony, get your glasses. I got my glasses. I logged out, logged back in. I was like, what? It's crazy, right? Super cool to be able to do that. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, it happened so fast, it felt like it was wrong, right? Has something ever been so right? It felt wrong to you? It felt wrong to me. It was so right. I was like, wow. Okay, cool. So that's the PPP. I'm not going to get all into that. We'll be here for 152 years, but you can get up to $2 million. Now, this is not your only business. Okay, you have a lot more that you can earn, right? So that's why I tell people, oh, I'm just gonna do this business. I'm doing CBD, I'm doing epic trading, I'm doing evolution travel, I'm doing my furniture business, I'm doing my books. A true entrepreneur is just that, an entrepreneur. So really cool to be able to have that. You guys get it? I'll send you this information about the PPP. I use Square to process mine, and since I use Square to process mine, they're actually sending me, let me see, PPP. I'll show you guys how many. Look at all these second round, second round, second round. So guess what? They're gonna send me everything. And guess what? Once they send it to me, I'm gonna send it to you. Fair enough, you guys. If you want me to send it to you, I'll definitely send it to you. Okay. So that's the PPP. More information. I'll send you the information so that you guys can get it. Check. SBA, Small Business Association. Y'all, let me tell you about the SBA. If I didn't have as much tenacity as I have, I would have gave up on the SBA. Do you want me to tell you how many times the SBA told me no? Right? And I was so sad. I was like, God, Lord, I've been helping everybody get their SBA loans. I've been in here, even process some of the stuff for people. Did I charge anybody anything? Absolutely not, because their blessing is my blessing, right? I help 10 people become millionaires. Guess what? I got 10 people to borrow money from. So the more, oh my goodness. So, So the more people I'm able to bless with this opportunity, I'm just making the world the best place I could possibly make it. I want people to win. If we can all win together, that's going to be fabulous. Okay. So let's talk about SBA. We haven't talked about it yet. So with the SBA, right, you apply for this through the SBA. Some financial institutions allow you, oh my goodness. Okay, hold on, you guys, 1 second. Some financial institutions allow you to apply for the SBA. Allow you to apply for the SBA through them. Like my credit union, I have Navy Federal. They allow me to apply through them. So, it just depends. For me, though, I applied through the SBA. I didn't know Navy Federal would allow me to apply until after I had already applied. And I was like, shoot, maybe I should apply again. You guys, do not be impatient. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you should not be impatient. I was impatient. I thought it was taking so long. The people were kind of rude. They didn't know everything. I mean, anything when I called, as far as I was concerned. Anytime somebody else got approved, I was like, shoot, maybe I'm going to be, they're denying me. What's taking so long? But here's the thing. So I applied again. Somebody said, well, maybe you should just apply again. And I was like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Nope, they were absolutely wrong. If the paperwork doesn't tell you to do it, don't do it. Follow the rules to the T, okay? Make sure you call, and Gail, I have to give Gail some props because Gail would join all of the Facebook groups. That's another thing. Join some groups with people that are trying to do the same thing you're doing so that you can get their information with the numbers and the information. Hey, this happened to me, and that happened to me, and that happened to me. But here's the thing. Finally, so I had to do a whole bunch of extra steps. And since I had to do a whole bunch of extra steps, it took longer for me because I didn't listen, right? You know, your mama say you hard-headed, you don't listen, it's gonna take you longer. So yes, the SBA took a little bit longer, but it finally happened for me. And when it happened for me, you guys, look at all this. You see all these SBA messages? This is how much I was bothering those people. Okay. But when it finally happened, let me show you guys. This is what happened. Okay. I'm logging into my real SBA account. Okay. So don't be screenshotting my address and stuff unless you're going to send me a present. Okay. Let me log in. Let me show you guys how excited I was when I finally got approved for this. Because this is what I got. Can anybody use an extra? It's just a little bit extra. Travel doesn't pay, right? Having your own business doesn't pay, right? Our company is a scam, right? Why are you doing that thing? Why are you going to those meetings? Why are you helping those people? Why are you up so late? Why are you booking that stuff? Ain't nobody traveling. Why would you be a part of that business? This right here is enough to say, what's the game you call with the cars? BS, right? I'm not going to say it. But you guys, come on now. I told you about the 4,600. Here we have this. That's over $50,000 for a company that's supposed to be a scam. That's over $50,000 for something that people told you not to do, right? I don't feel like doing that. No, I'm going to go to sleep. No, I'm not going to pay my bill. You're not going to pay your bill. Are you serious right now? Come on now. You guys, you have to be able to understand that what you have at your fingertips is fabulous, right? You're probably looking over here, which her name is Tony Ward. It says Rolandria Stafford. No, my name is Rolandria Stafford. Tony Ward is just the name I work under. That's where Raw comes from, okay? I'll explain that later. That's a whole other training. So yes, this is me. You guys all know this is my address. Write my address down. I accept all kind of cards and gifts. That's fine. I love gifts. But yes, it just makes sense to be able to do this, right? To run your business like a business. Now, who knew this was going to happen? Nobody knew. But guess what? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Stay true to your business. Take care of your business, and your business will take care of you. Can everybody agree that that is a fabulous way to end the year, right? You've been working hard, but through the test of time, of course, you're going to be able to go through it. Yeah, coronavirus happened. Yeah, people aren't traveling as much as they were before. Yeah, you are a real viable business, and the land of the free recognizes you as a business, and they're going to make sure that they take care of their own. Hello. When I say take care of their own, I mean take care of the people who believe and strive for what this country was put in place to do. Period. I don't care what nobody says. If you work your business will begin to work for you. Okay? Super cool. I love it. Now, grants, of course, grants are fabulous. Grants are fabulous. Grants are available. And don't nobody call me asking me for no money either, because I ain't got it. Okay? I ain't got it. So, grants. Grants are wonderful. Grants you don't have to pay back. A lot of stuff. SBA is a loan. You do have to pay that back. Okay, I do have to pay that back. The interest rate on that is 3%. You don't have to start paying it until next year. So I get 12 months, no payments whatsoever. And then they give you 30 years to pay. So that's $200 a month. Hello. But I get to use the money right now to build my business and make my business what it's supposed to be. Okay. They gave me $200 a month. I couldn't really use that, but I can use a lump sum to make sure my business is okay. I need to buy a funnel. Guess what? I got the money to do that. Oh, I need a new computer. Guess what? I got the money to do. Now I'm so cheap, I ain't even bought the computer yet. I'm still working on this little remnant of a computer that I have. Okay. So definitely it's a loan. Like the PPP. The PPP is a loan, but if you follow their instructions, you don't have to pay it back. And just reading the wording that I'm reading, I think they're going to do something with the SBA too, or we're not going to have to. But I won't say that because nobody said it to me. I'm just reading in between the lines. Okay. So I saw a grant, and the grant was for rural cities. And I was like, hey, I don't know what a rural city, but I think I live in a rural city. I see cows when I wake up. Is that a rural city? And I looked it up. Rural city is the population has to be whatever. And I looked at my population. My population was well within that. So that's the grant that I applied for, right? Grant that I applied for. And then they said, oh, you get an extra point if you're a woman. Oh, you get an extra point if you're African American. Oh, you get an extra point if your business is owned by a minority. What? I got 3 extra points. The grants for $20,000. Hello, who here can use an extra $20,000? If you don't know where to look, guess what? Google is your best friend. Type in grants for small business owners, grants for minorities, grants for women, grants for Black owned businesses. You guys, there's so much you can do. I know Housewives of Atlanta just came back on. It's a fabulous show. I love them, love them, love them. But I can do something better with that hour, right? I can do something better with that hour. If that hour can result in $50,000, I think I would rather spend that hour doing that. Okay. So, really cool to be able to do that stuff. It's really exciting to have that at your fingertips because you guys are business owners. I don't want you guys to think, oh, I can't pay my bill, because if you had a business and you had to pay your light bill, guess what? You're going to make sure it's paid, right? You're going to make sure it's paid. Take care of your business. Your business will take care of you. Okay. Now, this is what I love. I love this analogy. You got to, even when you get on a plane, whatever you do, you got to put on your mask first before you're able to put on somebody else's. I got to help myself first before I'm able to help you guys. Yes, I have the information. Listen to my voice, though. Are you guys listening to my voice? I'm sick. So I need to make sure I'm well, I'm better, and I can actually be here, right? I want to whisper in anybody's ear as a ghost. I want to be here on earth to be able to help you guys. And because of that, for the next month, I need to take care of myself. So you guys aren't going to see me. You ain't going to hear my voice. You might see me on social media, but I think I'm going to shut all that down too, because I want to make sure for 2021 and beyond, I am the best version of Tony that I can possibly be. What I can tell you guys though is if I have information, if I have something to give you, I will make sure it goes on YouTube. So make sure if you have not gone to tonyward.info, and it's an I because I'm a girl. If you haven't gone to tonyward.info, subscribe, hit the notification button, because that's how I'll be communicating from now on. And I'll be sending emails, you guys, but I'm not going to be doing this because I'm not physically able to do it. Okay. So make sure you read your emails, go into your search box. I'm sure most of you have gotten emails from me. Search Tony Ward, because I'm a girl. Okay. For those of you wondering, well, how's the name Tony? I thought it was Rolandria. My middle name is Antoinette. Ward is my maiden name. That's where Raw comes from. Raw is my name, Rolandria Antoinette Ward, or Tony Ward. Okay, so I confused. You guys ain't gotta think about that part no more. I was talking to my sister today, and I was asking her some questions, and I was trying to figure out if I should buy this thing for my team. It was like $900, and I needed to. It'll make it easier for me to talk to the team. And she said, well, I'm trying to figure out if I should buy this $45 backpack. And I cashed after $45, and I said, now, you don't have to think about that no more. Think about something else. So to me, I'm like, we got to spend our minds focused on the big stuff, right? We can't let our minds be, like, I won't say wasted, but we can't waste the time we have on the small stuff. Like, don't sweat the small stuff. Basically, I'm telling my sister, that's only $45. You don't have to sweat that. I'll send that to you. Doesn't matter. You guys, I want you guys to focus on the big things. Focus on the big things, and everything else will fall in place. If you want to, be a destination wedding specialist, or if you want to be a huge trader and earn money with that, if you want to sell CBD product, whatever you want to do, you guys, focus on the big goal. Focus on that, and don't lose focus as you go down that road and you're getting to your destination. Of course, you might have to turn off sometimes for a pit stop, but you always know your destination is in mind. I want you guys to understand that, okay? This is your business. Run your business like a business. I promise you, if you run your business like a business, and if you take care of your business will take care of you, okay? You guys, I gotta go. We're gonna do this again at 7 o'clock on the other line. For those of you who are on my text feed, I texted to you. It's Epic Web Show. epicwebshow.com. So you can go there if you want to watch this again, or if you have somebody that needs to see it. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to do this again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try, you guys. I love you all. I can't wait to see you at the bank and at the beach. Tony Ward signing off. This webinar is over. Deja, take it away. Back to you.
All right, family. Wasn't that amazing? We again give it up to you, Tony. We thank you for taking the time out to share this wonderful information with you. We are praying for you, with you, and sending throughout the chat box. You are officially on leave, and we don't want to hear from you until you're better because we love you and we want you to rest and recuperate appropriately. We are here for you, team. We will be here week to week, making sure that you get all of the important information that you get from us every week. So don't worry about that. You don't get a break, just Tony. And with that being said, we thank each of you for taking the time out tonight to join us on this webinar. And it is officially over. Happy New Year, everyone. Do what it takes to go strong into 2021 and make it your best year ever. Have a good evening.